el agua de la playa, se limpiaba eso de la paellera que estaban todas mohosas.
Con la sal del
Con
agua.
la sal de...
El azahar
Bueno.
en los naranjos.
Bueno, yo me entiendo, Jesús. Me mandó el cocinero por la noche a las 2 de la noche.
Pero te conviene que te entienda alguien más porque para eso cobras.
Ah, bueno, que está arriba. La sal del agua de la playa.
Abajo, los espectadores.
Espectadores, Ve por la paellera. Venga, que a las 2 de la tarde ya están aquí. Miren, bañador. En las chanclas. Todo despeinado porque no me dio tiempo nada ponerme las chanclas y el bañador. Voy a la playa, había subido la marea. Jesús. Jesús. Había subido la marea y encontré una paella. Y la encontré porque estaba la paellera agarrada metida entre las piedras de Chipiona, del faro. Y cuando entro en el restaurante me ve el cocinero con una paellera y adentro la vende paellera. ¡Asómate! ¡Mira dónde llega el agua! Llegaba el agua hasta el restaurante. Había subido la marea. Jesús, hay que hacer ahora con los 2 sacos de arroz. ¡Ay, llama para Sevilla! ¡Llama a Sevilla que traigo paella! ¡Ay, Jesús, yo con el bañador y con la paella! ¡Ay, el cocinero!
What's happening, guys? Supernova here, back with another video. Today I want to talk about where I see Xbox going in the future and why I'm not excited. Also, let me be clear about a few things. First and foremost, this is my personal belief and educated guess as to where I think they're going. It isn't a fact, and I don't have any inside info. However, I will be using facts to try to make my case and explain why I have the feelings that I do. Second, I think it's clear from my intro and other videos I've made that me and Xbox aren't in the best of places at this time. I'll be right up front with you and say, yes, absolutely, I prefer PlayStation to Xbox. But that does not mean I have a blind loyalty to Sony or that I hate Xbox. I've owned multiple original Xboxes, a 360, and a vanilla Xbox One. Someone who hates Xbox doesn't do that. No, I'm just frustrated with Xbox, just like I was frustrated with Nintendo last gen. So do I rag on Xbox? Absolutely. But it's because in my eyes, they deserve it. I'm not talking shit just to talk shit and start a flame war. I have legitimate issues with Microsoft and the Xbox as it sits currently, and I think any reasonable person who's being honest wouldn't fault me for having said issues. Now, with that out of the way, let me explain why the future of Xbox doesn't excite me. Let's start with not delivering this generation. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are, I think we can all agree that Xbox did not deliver this gen. I've been let down over and over again by Microsoft this gen. And I'm tired of people saying things like, well, I had fun playing Crackdown 3, as if it somehow makes it better that Nintendo gets Game of the Year quality games and Sony gets Game of the Year quality games, but Xbox doesn't. They have done nothing so far to give me a reason to be excited or give them the benefit of the doubt. With the PS5, I know what to expect. Next God of War, Spider-Man 2, Horizon Zero Dawn 2, and probably some new IPs. The thing is that even if I didn't expect those games, Sony has still built up goodwill with me to where I don't mind snagging a PS5 at launch. Microsoft has not done the same. But the biggest reason I'm not excited for the future of Xbox is I feel that Microsoft's main goal is to go 100% third party and start making smaller quality games for multiple platforms. Now I know some of you right away are going to be saying, well, Supernova, what about the 5 studios Microsoft bought? Well, let's talk about those studios. The 5 studios were Undead Labs, Playground Games, Ninja Theory, Compulsion Games, and then a studio they built said to be the first quadruple A studio called The Initiative. Undead Labs is best known for the State of Decay series, Playground Games is best known for the Forza Horizon series, Ninja Theory is best known for Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, Compulsion Games is best known for We Happy Few, and the Initiative is best known for Nothing Yet. Of the five, the only standout studios are Playground Games and Ninja Theory. The others are all competent studios, but I wouldn't call them amazing. But what about the Initiative, you say? It's supposed to be the world's first quadruple A studio, right? Well, yes, but then this happened. Microsoft says the Initiative is staying small and staying agile in its initial days. Read into it what you will, but to me that sounds like don't expect anything big from them during the quote-unquote initial days, however long that is. Why would you make a quadruple A studio and then not flex? Sounds sketchy to me. It sounds like they're going to be making smaller, simple games, maybe the kind that could be easily put onto other platforms. That's how I'm seeing it. I know it's all speculation, but there's a common trend going on. It's no secret that Microsoft wants to become the Netflix of gaming. Their Play Anywhere program was the first step towards this, allowing you to play all Xbox games on a PC, negating the reason for needing an Xbox. Microsoft has already confirmed that the full Xbox Live experience will be coming to iOS and Android. No matter what they say about staying in the console business, everything they have done points to them ditching hardware and going 100% software and third party. Let's start with them not chasing Sony anymore. Phil Spencer has already come out and admitted they're not trying to catch up to Sony. He said, quote, "The thing that's probably the most important to me and the team is not direct competition with Sony and the PlayStation in terms of catch-up. And people question whether I'd say that if we were in the lead, but honestly, I kind of believe that. We don't drive our program thinking about how that's the primary goal." Now, I would have called bullshit on that, but no, it makes sense. You realize the console game is over. Sony kicked their ass and there's no way they can recover this gen, and probably won't next gen. But if they're moving away from hardware and going strictly software, then who cares about Sony, right? Let's not forget the fact that Microsoft has a near limitless amount of capital, not from Xbox sales, but from Windows being the #1 operating system in the world. They make all their money from software, not hardware. Think about games like Candy Crush. That's a super simple game that's free to play with microtransactions. Well, that little free-to-play game makes almost $1.5 million a day. That's nearly $500 million a year off of one game. Just one game. Imagine having multiple games making that much on multiple platforms. This is what Microsoft is moving to. They're taking Xbox from being a console brand to becoming a service. This is their ultimate goal. Things like Game Pass are the start of their service. Pretty soon you'll have Game Pass on multiple devices and have access to all your Xbox branded games to play on all of them. All the games will be simpler, cheaper to make games than big console exclusives, and will be full of microtransactions. There may be some of you saying, nah, that's not what they're up to. Well, why not? You can't tell me that that's not what's going to make them more money. That's why they stopped tracking sales numbers and started tracking engagement. The longer you're engaged, the higher the probability you buy a microtransaction. In other words, more engagement, more money. It's like this line from the movie Casino.
In the casino, the cardinal rule is to keep them playing and keep them coming back. The longer they play, the more they lose. In the end, we get it all.
This is the future of Xbox. They aren't looking to go toe-to-toe with Sony selling consoles. They're looking to get as many games as they can on as many platforms as they can, creating exponentially increasing lines of income. Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me why this wouldn't be the smart move for them. Explain to me why they don't care about Sony's sales numbers and why they're tracking user engagement instead. You explain to me another scenario where this all makes sense. At the end of the day, Sony is a hardware company, always has been. And Microsoft is a software company, always has been. I'm not saying there won't be good games coming out of their studios. I'm just saying I see them looking for the highest return on investment, which means simple yet fun games for the casual market that will make them money through microtransactions. Considering myself to be a hardcore gamer, this future doesn't excite me. If nothing else I've shown you makes you consider I'm right to any degree, let's take a look at this last quote from Phil Spencer. This one to me is quite telling. Quote, "Our focus right now is asking what can Microsoft do for gaming instead of simply how to stack up against the competition. It's why we look at expanding the audience with Xbox Adaptive Controller, or how we make sure games can be multi-generational with projects like backwards compatibility. I care less that people play Minecraft on an Xbox One, but that people can play Minecraft no matter what console or device they have in front of them." End quote. Basically, who cares about the Xbox One? What matters is, are you playing their game? That's what matters. As long as you're playing their game, they're making money. The Xbox console is irrelevant because the Xbox service is their future. Well, that's the video, guys. Like I said, this is just my prediction, and I stand by it. I look forward to seeing in the future if I got anything right, as well as taking the L if I got it all wrong. Well, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next Supernova.